Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today it is my honor to bring you Harold Becker. He is founder of the Love Foundation, and today's meditation is called Living Love, Loving Life. So Harold, thank you so much for being here today. Can't wait to see where this meditation takes us.
Always a pleasure and always a joy. And yes, it will be fun to explore our higher reality, our greater reality.
And
So
perfect
looking forward to
timing.
it.
Perfect timing, I might add. Okay, Harold, I'll get out of your way and you can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, so we'll begin. The best place to begin by starting to relax our focus and our concentration and our, well, let's say outer focus and outer concentration. Begin to relax that now, to take a few moments for ourselves, a few restorative moments, a few restorative breaths. We can begin to bring our outer focus of the day more relaxed and inward and peaceful to our inner focus, our inner awareness, the wellspring of every good thing. It's always a powerful moment when you can relax and begin to blend the worlds, the outer reality and the inner reality. We become so corporeal at times, we focus so much on the outer to conduct our lives. We often forget the real powerhouse, the real wellspring of wisdom's guidance, knowledge, and of course, love. The quickest and best way to do that, if you have the opportunity to sit somewhere still and quiet and begin to relax your body, that of course is effective as we're doing now. And it is always, always a tremendous help. If you don't have those moments where you can do all of that, you can always go to the breath, the rhythm of the breath, that part that unites our inner and our outer, the breath that keeps our corporeal being functioning, but also brings us to that rhythm, that cycle, that part of us that we don't have to tend to in our daily routine, that breath that keeps us alive, keeps us animated. And that simple recognition of the breath, that simple recognition of the breath, that simple recognition of the breath begins that inner stillness and that outer stillness where they begin to unite. If you're in a space where you can completely relax your body and take your attention off of the outer experiences and gently go within, there'll be plenty of thoughts, plenty of momentum, plenty of ideas, experiences, perhaps even feelings that might be floating through. And just for this moment today, give yourself the gift of letting them pass through. You don't need to focus on them. You don't need to understand them. You don't need to hold them at bay. You don't need to make them relax. Instead, just relax. Breathe deeply and allow. Let all those things in the outer life begin to become more quiet, more still, less active, while your awareness of the inner world, the inner planes, the multidimensional aspects of ourselves become more part of our consciousness, where the breath of the body becomes the breath of the heart, where the breath of the heart becomes the beat of the heart, the in and out, the up and down, the outward and inward, those rhythmic cycles, the physical part of our being. As we have more and more stillness, we notice our brain is beginning to relax a bit. All those thoughts that were spinning a moment ago are fewer and farther between as we focus more on our inner being. We find more stillness between the thoughts. We find more awareness between the thoughts, more awareness of self, awareness of peace, awareness of grace, awareness of appreciation for this very moment. Awareness of very essence of love. That which we think in the outer is beating our heart, we realize now is the inner that is giving us the corporeal life, while also giving us the wisdom, the imagination, the intuition, all the various things that are more associated to the grace and dignity of life. This breath is the gateway to the inner stillness, where we find this type of love is not just the physiological or romantic type of love. This love is far deeper, far grander, infinite, immeasurable, continuous, grounded and ethereal, boundless. Your presence, right here and right now, the essence of our being, the infinite wisdom, the infinite guidance, the infinite awareness, and actually the infinite pure potential that resides in each of us every moment of every day. Just as we have entered through the stillness in this moment, we can return and or expand this moment to all the rest of our being. We find that this love that we are, this wellspring, this fount, this beingness, it has a warmth and a presence. It is indeed unconditional, limitless, totally embracing us and allowing us to be, inspiring our imagination and allowing us to create, giving us boundless understanding while allowing us to focus on the things we wish and the things we desire. It's this presence of love that is with us always. It was with us when we arrived, it is with us right now, and it will once again be with us when we depart this earthly plane. It is in fact nothing we seek, it is something we are. When we're connected with this brilliant, magnificent, amazing essence of love, we realize the very atomic structure that builds the cellular structure, that builds the corporeal structure, all of it is infused with the same vibration, these same rhythms, these same cycles. That which is the grandness of our corporealness is also the magnificence, the subatomic aspect of ourselves, is that pure essence. We know this intrinsically. It needs no proof, it needs no validation. We simply restore ourselves and feel it in the present moment. We allow our inner world to be as prominent and present as we've allowed our outer world to be. When we are aware that we are living love, we are indeed then aware that every moment, every time-space sequence, every point of our reality is imbued, embodies, and has at its essence this same pure love. This unconditional love that expects nothing and gives everything, allows us to be, animates us, gives us the thoughts and feelings that we can use in our outer world, allows us to interpret this love, this inspiration, this essence, and to not only be it in the inner stillness, but allow it to express itself in our outer reality. We can feel it in this inner world as a thriving, as a graciousness, as a majesty, and as a stillness. All of these components are available all day, every moment of every minute, every moment of every experience. We are only but a breath away, an acknowledged breath away from this magnificence that we all are. As we feel this through and through, we feel the compassion and the kindness, the natural joy, the natural delight, the natural happiness, knowing, deeply connecting with and knowing that we are love. We realize we no longer have to seek that which we are, and instead we can now embody that which we are and expand this awareness into our outer world. We just allow this energy to expand through us, through the breath, through the heart, through the atomic structure, through the cellular structure, through the mind, the brain. Just allow this love to permeate and express itself without limitation, without condition. We just allow this pure essence of our being to permeate every aspect of our conscious awareness. As we take this thriving, this joy, this peace, this harmony, this magnificence, and we allow it to become a part of our awareness of our physical body, our corporeal beingness, of our essence in this moment as a physical human, realizing that we are more than just physical human. We are vibration, pure vibration. And that same unconditional nature that dwells eternally within becomes more of our outer conscious awareness as we breathe it through the heart into our body, into our cells, into our atomic structure, beyond our corporeal beingness, our electromagnetic essence, that which fires our heart, stimulates our brain, now inspired and infused with this pure essence of love, this essence of thriving. So we share it, expand it, and allow it to become part of our outer reality, our earthly reality, our physical reality, our outer thoughts and our feelings, everything now being touched by this beautiful light of love, everything taking on grand new proportions, brand new potentials. As we take the love that we are, we know now, we remember clearly, we understand profoundly, this is who we really are. And as we take this infusion of love into our outer awareness, we allow our mind to absorb this wisdom. We allow our imagination to expand its potential of pure creativity. We realize that we are the wellspring of our reality. We are the ones that are taking this essence and infusing it into our experiences and our thoughts and our feelings, our desires, our hopes, our dreams. We see beyond that which we were, and we understand now who we are. And we understand this is the essence of everyone's reality. Just as we may have forgotten, others may be forgetting. And yet in their forgetfulness, their experience will someday attune to this, especially if we are in their presence, attuned to this. As we are aligned and thriving and happy and joyful for the very essence of being, life itself, we become a lighthouse, an example, a radiation for others to glimpse and see and spark in them the same awareness, the same remembrance. This is not something new, this is something eternal. This is not something for this moment, it is for all moments. When we realize that we are here embodying and thriving and sharing and enjoying life itself, we remind others of their pure potential. We give them hope, we give them understanding, we give them love, we give them kindness, we give them compassion. For we too have known the state of forgetfulness. We too have allowed our outer world to rule us when it has always been the inner world that has our pure power and our pure potential. As we bring this pure potential to our conscious awareness in our physical body and we move about the world with new eyes, new senses, refreshed in every way, expanded, we allow ourselves to be the light, be the love, to be the unconditional in a world of condition, to be the harmonizer in a world of polarity, to be the peace in a world of duality. For all of these aspects are correct and appropriate, and they're always guided by something more. And in this moment, we have been given and have given ourselves the exquisite remembrance of our pure essence of love. And from this fresh new beginning, we create a reality that is imbued, infused, and reflective of this love. We see beyond the polarity, we see beyond the duality, we see beyond the limitation and the condition, and we realize the pure potential that resides in the heart of each and every soul, each and every thriving animal, plant, and mineral, very atomic structure that makes up the essence of our reality, the essence seeded from the stardust of ancient moments, pure unconditional love that sustains us, brings us life, so that we may share this life, we may share this joy, we may share this wisdom, and we may breathe this love into our world, elevating it, bringing it into a higher vibration of wisdom and understanding, where we all begin to reflect the unity and the oneness, the sovereignty of self, in the diversity of all life. Such is the power we wield each moment of each day, all being a new beginning, a fresh start, fresh breath. As our corporeal body that we reside in now feels this essence, illuminating the very cellular and atomic structure. We breathe more physically and more tangibly with this light, ever present. As we come back into this world more refreshed, more alive than we've ever been, hearing, infusing, embodying, and being the very essence of unconditional love, joy and compassion, kindness and goodwill, powerful creators in powerful times. Feel these breaths bringing you more back into this reality with a full awareness of the love that you are. Feel yourself wherever you are standing or sitting. Feel yourself vibrating at a completely different level, simply by attention and by breath. As you bring yourself back fully into this moment, with a fresh twinkle in your eye and a smile on your face and a joy, peace everlasting.
Thank you, Harold. So easy just to stay there. That was beautiful.
It is.
I loved when you mentioned becoming a lighthouse for others. Terry Angel and I were in meditation the other day and lamenting fears of the future and frustration with the past. And the angels were very clear: stay present, stay focused. And I said, okay, and then what do we do? I mean, because we're so used to thinking we have a role and we need to
Yes.
be doing. And Archangel Michael said, be a light bearer. That's all. Just any moment. I'm getting goosebumps even saying it. Just be a light bearer. That's all we're asked to do. Hold divine love, that others can see that and gravitate to us and connect into that divine love that's in themselves. Be a
I
light
thought
bearer.
of that lighthouse metaphor, which has been around for a lot of us for a long time, and it often evokes stormy seas, dark nights, and essentially you're a lighthouse, so you don't want the people to crash on the rocks. This type of lighthouse is a bit different in the fact that we're not grounded to a rock. We get to move about. That's the beauty of why we are on the planet right now. And I speak of all the people on the planet, incarnate, disincarnate, yet to come, recently passed. We all have a presence and an essence, and we get to move amongst one another, being a lighthouse. And that is the unconditional nature that, of course, as I've been understanding, exploring, and endeavoring to embody for decades, in the sense of it just intrigues me. What is it like to be in that sense of unconditional, walking in a world that is seemingly very conditional, and yet not letting that and those conditions mark who I am. And that's why it is an inner going outward experience, which can perhaps give some solace to those that are looking to the outer and saying it's impossible for any of this to change. Well, we've all changed. There are lots of us that have had very typical current lives in the past of this life, and we lived in duality, we lived in chaos, we lived in polarity. And I'm not saying we still don't have those moments, but we can come back to that balance point so quickly. And we understand that that same transformation that we've been undergoing is actually happening to everyone on the planet. everyone's feeling this. They feel the limited nature of their physical reality, and they grasp if they're in survival mode, or they expand when they're in safe mode. And the unconditional nature of a lighthouse, a light bearer, is the safe mode. We understand the duality. We don't fear the duality. We don't fear the polarity. We also don't buy into it because we know the essence and the heart of each person. And that's what makes it so different, because most people are scrambling, trying to find this love, never realizing it's just a breath away, just a conscious breath away. And it's, we've talked about this even in the past, people looking for this, they want the pill that remedies everything. They want quick fix. Well, that is the quick fix. The difference is you do it all day, every day. You don't take it and think, oh, here I'm enlightened and I'm running off. It's no, you get to walk around in the world of seeming polarity and duality, and know that you're something more than that, and know that that polarity and duality is not real either in that sense. It's simply perspective. It's a perception. It's an idea. It's a belief. It's a limitation. It's a way to bounce off of. And some of us have just decided we'd rather be a lighthouse. That's more fun. And
Exactly. Yep, exactly. Harold, can you take a minute and share with us about the Love Foundation?
Love Foundation in its 25th year. Still not sure. We've been celebrating the 25th year since March, and I still kind of think, wow, I can remember when it all started. It continues to be a fascinating experience to share this pragmatic understanding of unconditional love. As you know, the Love Foundation, we don't hold any particular religious belief or any political belief. We don't, it really is an effort to inspire people to love unconditionally. And I'm still fascinated. We've just in the last couple of months received a couple of new inquiries and made two new volunteer coordinators for African nations. And I just, I think like in all these years, we have 47 key volunteers that represent different countries, and then another 15 or 20 state volunteers for the US. And for a nonprofit that doesn't advertise, I'm just ever intrigued and humbled by the idea that people find us and then they say, this makes sense to me. This is something I want to participate. I want to be, in very practical terms, they want to be a lighthouse in their country, in their nation. And I will say, we have volunteers in nations right now that I don't know that I would have the strength and stamina to be the type of lighthouse in some of the circumstances they're experiencing, and yet they understand the unity, they understand the connectedness, they understand the universal aspect. And that has probably been my greatest joy amongst all the programs that we share, is the fact that we continue to be, as a nonprofit, a lighthouse, a beacon for people to find a different perspective, perhaps a more expanded perspective on the idea of love. And that total, seeming strangers would reach out and say, I want to do this. I want to be your volunteer. That's very, very humbling to realize that something we started 25 years ago is still out there, still radiating, still inspiring, and still making a difference in people's realities.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations on 25 years. That's awesome. Harold, if folks want to know more about the Love Foundation, where would you like to send them?
thelovefoundation.com is our main website. And of course, you can find us on all the social media. We have the Facebooks, the YouTubes, the Instagrams. So anything with the Love Foundation, you're bound to find us somewhere. Always sharing something. And we, of course, invite people to come and share their understanding of unconditional love too, because that's how we all grow. We become enriched with each other's experiences and perspectives.
And well, thank you for the work that you're doing, truly.
Yes, I say the same in return. I always say that I'm delighted with Enlightened World Network and all the activities that you do, and far more activity than we ever consider, because you do it daily. And I know you're just a wonderful storehouse and resource for everybody. And we love participating and collaborating with you.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're looking forward to having you on with us more next year. So thank you, Harold, for today. And friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you for being here. Thank you for including us in your daily spiritual walk. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon. Bye now.